Hello students, welcome back to our channel. Today I'll explain you Chief Seattle's speech, a story at a glance. That means few of the points from the Chief Seattle speech. Nature has a great role to play in Chief Seattle's life and that of his tribe. So actually nature took the main role in the lives of the Red Indians and also the Chief Seattle's life because they were giving lots of importance to the nature rather than people. Okay. So youth is impulsive and they unnecessarily go into war and destroy nature. So actually youth are feeling irresponsible. Okay, they unnecessarily they wanted to make a war against the white Americans because they are youth, no, so they are having some kind of it is like a prideful element for them to make a war against their people. Okay, because white Americans who are destroying the Red Indians day by day, so they are reducing in number also Red Indians, and so now Red Indians youth, okay, so they wanted to take the revenge on the white Americans by making a war. So actually Chief Seattle and all the elders or older people, they do not like it very much because if they go for war they may also lose their lives. So who has to suffer there? The family members, the father and mother, okay, so or the wives of those particular people who are going to participate in the war, okay, their children, so they will be the victims. So that's why nobody is interested in sending these people to make a war against the white Americans, even though they got suffered by the white Americans in several ways, but still they're not showing any interest to conduct a war against the white Americans. Ironically, Chief Seattle refers to the great chief of Washington as Godfather. So actually ironically means it is like making fun to the audience, okay, so they may feel a comic one. Okay, after reading these lines they may think that it is a it was the irony which was used by the author Chief Seattle. Actually he was calling that person the person who is leading the white Americans as a good father because he was treating those people as a infant children and showing all the path to the white Americans. So that's why he was calling him as a good father, okay, in the comic manner. So the god of the whites is very different from the god of the Red Indians as they value their traditions. So here white Americans god is treating their children as a father and holding the hand of the white Americans and showing all the path to go in, and he was telling everything, okay, just like a father to the children, okay, and they were treating the god was treating those people as infant children, okay, white Americans were treated by their god as an infant children, whereas the Red Indians god forgot about the Red Indians and he was not giving any answer. He was not very much interested in telling anything to the Red Indians, so they were sorrowful. So the god of the whites were different from the god of the Red Indians as they value their tradition. So here actually everybody has their own tradition. So Red Indians are treating their lands as a very sacred one, okay, they pay lots of attention to the ancestors graves, okay, so whenever they are passing by that today also they give they can give some kind of respect to that particular moment when they are crossing the tombs of the elders, okay, ancestors. For Red Indians, their land, culture and traditions are very sacred. So as I told you, Red Indians show lots of interest in developing their traditional values and following the traditional rules and regulations, and also they feel that one as a very sacred one, okay. So when we compare with the white Americans do not have any kind of traditions when we compare with the Red Indians. But the way world is progressing, the whites and Red Indians will have a common fate. So actually even though the world is developing day by day, but still we cannot make any change actually. So even though they are different in the nature and different in the traditions, and they are very they got separated from all the traditions and ideas and all the god, so everything is different, but actually the common destiny. So what is the destiny? Everybody has to die one day, so that is the common fate for white Americans and also the Red Indians. So there will be any exceptions for anyone, okay, so everyone's destiny can be the death. So in that point of view they can be the brothers, okay. So the Red Indians agree to sell their land only on a condition that as their land is considered sacred and therefore they have visiting rights over their land. So actually the Red Indians were telling that as they got proposal from the Governor Stephen, okay, who is representing the white Americans, as they got that proposal from that Stephen, okay, so the governor of the white Americans, okay, So at the time they were telling that okay, we can sell our lands to you, but on one condition we'll give you the lands. What is that? You have to treat that land as a very sacred one, that is holy one. Okay, unless you treat that land as a holy one, we cannot sell you anything. Okay, we cannot sell anything to you. So therefore they have visiting right over there. So they have to allow the Red Indians at any time to visit their lands. Okay, so that's what they demanded in return. And after that, the whites may take the land, but the land will always be populated with the spirits of the Red Indians forefathers. So at the time, whites may take the land. They may take the land as they got the power of the people. But we cannot leave this land. Our ancestors cannot leave this land because they got so many sentimental values on this land, and they were already living on this land, and they have so many ideas and so many memories on this particular land, so they cannot leave you easily. And even though we got dead, our spirits can roam here and there only, so we cannot leave you so early. Don't think that we're gonna leave you, and don't think that the dead ones are the weaker ones. Okay, don't think like that. So that's what they said. We can populate here as a spirits. Okay, we'll stay here only. Even though we sold the lands to you, but our spirits can roam here and there only. So don't think that we can leave you very easily. Our spirits can roam here only. Okay, we can wander here itself. So that's what the Red Indians told the white Americans. Okay, thank you.